It's time for Tiger Tipoff.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
And a good Friday evening, everyone. Welcome to Pinedale High School for the 2026 Pinedale Winter Classic. First matchup of the weekend for the Lander Tiger boys taking on the Douglas Bearcats. I'm Scott Fuller, and this is the Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. Interesting matchup here, a rematch already early in the season between Lander and Douglas. Two teams, along with the rest of the state, still shaping their identity, getting to know themselves and their opponents a little bit. But now that we're after the Christmas break, it's down to the conference schedule, pretty fast and heavy. Douglas looking to build consistency. Lander Valley trying to turn long stretches into full 48 minutes of basketball. And tip-off's just a couple of minutes away. We're going to get you ready with a look at these teams and how they stand, how they match up statistically, starting with the Douglas Bearcats. Bearcats come in having faced some challenging early opponents. Tough early schedule for Douglas. They've shown the ability to score in bunches, but the numbers show that this is a team that's still searching a little bit for efficiency and rhythm, especially when it comes to the offensive end. Douglas shooting 38% from the field overall, or 26% as a team from beyond the arc. They do shoot about 67% from the free throw line. Their big offensive playmaker, at least the young man who's usually on top of the stat sheet, is Colton Peterson. He's their most reliable offensive presence. Peterson with 11.7 points per game, good for 5.3 rebounds per game heading into the weekend. Also shooting an impressive 69% from the field. That's one of the top marks in 3A basketball. Douglas showing flashes defensively as well. They rank among the teams in the top of 3A with strong individual shot blocking contributions. Colton Peterson's one of those guys for the Bearcats, as well as Caden Kapp. They both appear in the block shot leaders list for 3A basketball. Lander Valley Tigers have been very competitive in nearly every outing, but the numbers are showing a team still battling a little inconsistency, especially shooting from beyond the arc. They do come off a victory over the Cody Bronx up in Cody on Tuesday. It seems like a week ago, but that was only a couple of nights ago. That was a big win. Post-Christmas break, impressive victory for the Tigers. As a team, they're shooting 42% overall, 69% from the free throw line. And Finn McFadden leads the Tigers in points and assists. Got 6 assists per game for Finn so far. Helps Lander trying to push the tempo and create open looks. There was a closely contested previous meeting between these two teams. That was in one of 2 Lander Classics that they held back in Lander, and that final score was 50-48. It's kind of a defensive battle that came down to execution in the final minutes. Physical half-court defense in that game from both sides. Limited three-point success on both sides. Narrowly out-rebounding the Bearcats did Lander in that game. That was a pretty good game, and head coach Stu Mullins telling us earlier in the week that Lander didn't feel like they played their best game. I'm sure Douglas didn't feel like they played their best game in that meeting. So we got a couple of redemption scenarios on the Tiger schedule this weekend. The Tigers will be looking for redemption tomorrow against Rawlins. That's one of 2 teams that have defeated them on the early season. Douglas, obviously from only about a month ago, is going to remember that 50-48 defeat in Lander. Came down to the final shot. So fully expect a physical, up-tempo game. Should be a lot of fun. We're about 3 minutes away from tip-off. We'll take a break and come back and get going from Pinedale, the 2026 Pinedale Winter Classic, coming right up after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Fremont Motor Companies, Wyoming isn't just where we operate. It's where we belong. For over 85 years, we've stood alongside our community through life's big moments. From turning the key to turning the page in every journey that follows. Here, customers become neighbors, and neighbors become family. Visit us today at Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton or online at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com. We are Wyoming. Together, let's drive.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
It's time for Tiger Tipoff.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
Lander Tigers and the Douglas Bearcats ready to go at it for the second time this early season. At 5 o'clock tip-off, looks like we're going to be just a couple of minutes early for that. First full day of the Pinedale Winter Classic. A lot of great basketball going on throughout the entire afternoon and into the evening, and we're right back at it tomorrow. The Tigers actually have a 9:30, yes, I believe 9:30 game tomorrow. That's over at the middle school, just across the street, and then they'll play Rollins at 3:30 tomorrow, I think is the tip-off time there. So this has been the Porter's Tailgate Shows. We're ready for starting lineups, and we'll get the game going with the tip-off. Porter's Mountain View Supply, brought to you by Porter's in Austin and Riverton and Casper. Your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. This should be a fun one. Mentioned in the Porter's Tailgate Show, this is a rematch between these two teams. Physical game in Lander in that meeting before the Christmas break. Not a super high scoring affair either way. Possessions were at a premium. Be interesting to see how both teams respond, with Lander holding a 50-48 victory in their last meeting. Lander Tigers in home white. Douglas Bearcats wearing their road blues. Lander Tigers win the tip-off, and we are underway from Pinedale. Tigers' first action of the Pinedale Winter Classic. They'll start with a three from right side out. That's no good. One and done. Good-looking shot from Paxton Hollingshead, unable to get it to go. And in transition, the Douglas Bearcats have it the other way. There's a quick whistle after a 2-0 lead from Douglas. I think it's an equipment issue. Whatever it was resolved quickly. And Lander starts with their second offensive possession. Start with Caleb Andrews, right side out, drives to the right elbow, stops inside the paint, backdoor behind the back pass is stolen away by Douglas. Bearcats in transition. Tigers try a trap just over half court, and the ball is stolen away by Darian Herford. Herford with the layup in the first 2 points of the game for the Lander Tigers. Bearcat point guard was a little bit concerned, I think, of an over and back and hesitated to touch the ball, and Darian Herford was right there to say, I'll take that. Converted that for two. Entry pass to the left block for the Bearcats. That shot is no good, and the Tigers are there with the rebound. It's Herford to St. Clair. Now St. Clair dribbles off his defender's foot out of bounds. Actually going to say this is Douglas ball. So it will be Bearcat basketball. Not a huge crowd here at all in Pinedale. This is a great venue. This is great Wyoming town. If you can get to it over South Pass this time of year, drive over wasn't too bad today, relatively speaking, for January. But still early-ish on a Friday evening. Would expect that we have some more spectators for all the teams and there's some local interest in the games tomorrow. Lander with the ball in transition after a Douglas turnover. Hollingshead, right side out for three. Another good-looking shot from Pax, but it won't go. Herford is there with the rebounds. Gets it up to, is that Andrews or McFadden from here? Tough to tell. That is Caleb Andrews. Took a three from the top of the key that's no good. Douglas comes away with a rebound, throws the ball into the backcourt. It is saved, but not in time. Out of bounds before the over and back. Back to the Lander Tigers. Just about what we kind of expected from the previous meeting. That was low scoring. We're about 2 minutes into this game, and we're tied at 2. Lander girls, by the way, are in Rollins. They have a weekend-long tournament. Last time that the teams will be split. And so we will have full coverage of boys and girls for the remainder of the season. But the Tigers have 2 split tournaments where boys and girls go to different destinations. This is the second of those, Pinedale Rollins. A shooting foul. Sends Finn McFadden to the line. McFadden misses the first. He's got one more coming. 6:06 after the second Finn free throw. That one is no good. Caleb Andrews right under the basket for the offensive rebound. Back to McFadden, top of the key. Left side out is Herford. Darian Herford with a tough leaning to that's no good. And we'll get a whistle on the rebound. I'm going to say the ball was out of bounds. Could have gone either way. They're going to give it to Lander. Lander inbounds with under 6 to go in the first quarter, under their basket. Ball is just floated in to an area, and that is collected by Noah St. Clair. St. Clair with a backdoor bounce past Pax. Herford, right side out. Darien to St. Clair. St. Clair turning around in the lane, battling hard down there. Scoop shot that somehow went in. Nearly got called for a 3-second call, but just before I think the whistle was going to blow, Darian Herford had the ball under his knees, it looked like, as he was jumping to try to get that shot up. There was a foul on the floor on the other end. Let's have another look at that on the Gambles replay. Hard effort in the lane, and then at the close of the play, as you see, nice scoop off the backboard. Versatile athletic play. Score remains 4-2. Douglas Bearcat basketball, they trail the Tigers. Early action from Pinedale. There's a three, top of the key that missed everything. Out of bounds to the Tigers. Lander basketball. Start their set offense with Hollingshead. Down low to St. Clair. St. Clair traveled before he put the ball on the floor. Turnover back to the Bearcats. Couple of subs in for Douglas. Still just a 4-2 score with 5:11 to go in the first. Tigers with full court man-to-man, at least token full court pressure as Douglas crosses the timeline. It'll be Roberts. Roberts into the corner for Weeks, who hits for three. Just like that, Bearcats on top 5-4 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander looking to answer. Streaking in is Finn McFadden. He is fouled as he drives the lane. He'll have a couple of free throws on the way. Going to get Garrett Romer into the game for the first time after this first free throw. First 2 from Finn is good. Ties the game at 5. Romer is into the game for Darian Herford. 4:48 to go in the first. Just one game for the Tigers here this evening. Got into town several hours ago. They had a JV game in the early afternoon. And then they'll have a 9:30 start time tomorrow. Glen Rock, the opponent there. 3:30 against Rollins. Layup on the drive-in is no good, so back to the Lander Tigers, tied at 5 with 4:29 to go. Paxton Hollingshead drives into the right elbow, kick out. One more kick out to Romer. Romer gives it up in the lane. That's a 3 from Caleb Andrews. It's good. 9-5 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander Tigers on top. Pretty good shooting efficiency, good offensive looks so far for the Tigers. Their defense has been stout so far as well. Halfway through the first, 4-point Tiger lead. Entry pass down low. It's a beautiful pass finished by Colton Peterson. Top scorer in most games for the Douglas Bearcats. Tigers quickly back the other way with St. Clair. To Romer in the left corner. Pax had his foot on the line, I think. Missed the shot from just off the top of the key. Here's Finn McFadden. Skip over to St. Clair. Pax had another open look. This time he drives into the lane. Turns around just beyond the left elbow. Driving in now is McFadden, who's blocked off the backboard. Set defense there by the Bearcats, and here comes Douglas the other way. Kick out for 3, left side outside is Cap. That is good. Back and forth we go, 10-9 Douglas, retaking the lead on the 3. Leaning in for a 2 is St. Clair. That won't go. One and done for the Tigers. 3:09 to go in the first quarter. Tigers now trailing by 1. Douglas basketball, but a turnover. Miscommunication there right in front of the Lander bench. And it's thrown back to Lander. Speedy first quarter. Physical and relatively low scoring, kind of what we expected between these two teams. It's a fun matchup. It was a great first game about a month ago, 50-48 in Lander. The Tigers coming out on top, but it came down obviously to the last second in the fourth quarter. A travel called on Romer, I think, and hopefully he's all right. Getting up a little bit slow and favoring his left knee, but he's going to stay in the game. I'm now questioning myself on that first meeting. Was that an overtime game? I think that might have been an OT game back in Lander. But Douglas, I promise you, hasn't forgotten that one. Feed down low and a dunk. The flush. It's a well-practiced, well-executed alley-oop there. Gets the Douglas Bearcat bench going, 12-9. The Bearcats on top of the Tigers. That's all it took to get the Douglas faithful into this game. Pass down low for the Tigers. It's going to go near the timeline. Possession is saved by Romer, and Romer is fouled, I think, in the paint. This is not going to be a Lander Tiger highlight, but basketball fans love the alley-oop and the dunks here on the Campbell's replay. It's a feed and a flush. Tigers inbounds, 12-9 is the deficit right now for LVHS. Hikely into the game, gives it. Gets it back. Here's a 3 from Hereford, right side. He likes that spot, can't get that shot to go. Ball is free on the floor. Douglas comes away with it with under 2 to go in the first. Ball nearly stolen in the backcourt. Nice aggressive defense from Darius Hereford, but the possession continues. Count it and 1. Driving in is Karsten Moore for the Douglas Bearcats. Got the foul, got the buckets going. It's a 14-9 Bearcat advantage. Get the sense Lander just hasn't found their groove yet. They haven't found quite their rhythm down the floor, and you've had a couple big explosive plays, as you might say, in the football side of the game. That being one of them. You had the alley-oop dunk. Lander hanging right in there, so the bonus free throw won't go. Just haven't quite found their overall flow yet. Be Romer, passes to his left. Hiklia drives into the lane, floater with the right hand. That won't go. Everything but the bottom. Rimmed all the way around the inside of the rim and popped out. So back to the Bearcats, who lead 14-9. Crossover and the extra pass down low. That's Martinez. Didn't like what he saw, so gives it up for a 3 on the right side. That's no good. Coach Stu Mullins wanting Lander to pick up the pace across the timeline. Tigers working their offense, but a bounce pass across the lane is stolen away with a minute to go in the first. Douglas on top on the scoreboard, 14-9. And they're working their offense. Might be able to see the shot clock is turned on for this tournament. Has been all day. Hasn't really been a factor in this game yet. So game clock at 40 seconds, shot clock's at 10. It might become a factor in this possession. Douglas having the trouble with the handle in the front court. Feed down low, extra pass for a three in the corner, and that is good. That's a long possession. Douglas drops in a three. Now 24 seconds on the game clock. Tigers passing the ball around. I think that's Quincy Guina into the game for the Tigers. I think that might be his first action. He's not on my scoring roster. I think he was able to join the team after the Christmas break. 7 seconds left as Lander struggling to find a look with 4 seconds. Now 3, now 2. Hereford's going to have to chuck a low percentage 3 that won't go. That's a solid first quarter for the Douglas Bearcats. Lander looking for their groove. It's 17-9. Douglas on top of Lander. Second quarter coming up next here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Hey, Fremont County, listen up! This is your game changer, Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special. Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service.
Lander basketball is on the air. With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
Welcome back to Pinedale, the Pinedale Winter Classic. First Lander matchup of this weekend's tournaments is the Douglas Bearcats, and the Bearcats came to play. They remember that 50-48 loss to Lander back at LVHS. The three in the corner for Douglas to add on to the lead, but that's no good. And they lead 17-9 after one quarter. First possession of the frame for the Lander Tigers. St. Clair gave the ball up. Pax driving in. I think that was Hollingshead. Yeah, a lot of contact, no call. Here comes Douglas the other way. Crossover right side out and a floater off of the backboard. That's good. 10-point Douglas lead. And the Tigers still looking for a little momentum. Finn McFadden driving in. I think that was Finn. It was. He was fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Shot wouldn't go, but a couple of free throws on the way for McFadden. Lander a 69% free throw shooting team heading into the weekend on the season. Obviously want to see that number a little bit higher as the season goes on. A game like this where the Tigers are trailing, need all the points you can get. First one went, second one didn't. Douglas trying that alley-oop play one more time. This time Lander was ready for it, and the ball gets kicked out of bounds. Back to the Tigers. Yeah, dunk on me once. Shame on me. Dunk on me twice. That's not going to happen. It goes something like that, doesn't it? Tiger basketball with 7:07 to go. It's a strange atmosphere here. Pinedale puts on a great event, great tournament, great building, but it's a little early yet on a Friday for a big crowd, and so you can hear just about everything happening on the floor. Relatively quiet atmosphere. Expect that to change throughout the weekends. Here's a three, left side out for Douglas. That's no good. St. Clair is there to corral that. There's a kick out to Pax. Three on the left side. That one's good. Hollingshead with a big three for the Tigers. Breaks a bit of a scoring drought minus a free throw. And has Lander back within 19 to 13. A 6-point lead for the Bearcats. St. Clair getting his hands in there on defense. Shot clock is at 15. Once again, the shot clock turned on for this tournament. So the Bearcats try an entry pass down low under the basket. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, stays blue basketball. But the shot clock is at 9. Shot clock will reset, excuse me. So fresh 35. Douglas having a little trouble on the inbounds, able to get a long pass up there toward the top of the key. There's a 3 from the left side that won't go. Landers there for the rebound. Come the Tigers in transition with Andrews, who kicks it out to his left. Extra pass from St. Clair to Hereford. That is up and good. Lander back within 4. 19-15, 5:47 to go in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Douglas driving in with Cap. Skip pass all the way across the paint into the right corner, and now the ball finds its way just beyond the left block. Mid-range 2 is up and good. It's Douglas 21, Lander 15. Tigers run their offense up high. The give from McFadden to Hereford. Hereford kicks out to Paxton Hollingshead, who is feeling it. Pax for 3. His second 3 of the quarter, and Lander pulls back to within a bucket. 21-18. 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Douglas starting their offense high, well away from the basket. It's Donnie Taylor, who's guarded there by St. Clair. Got some help from Andrews. Ball's kicked into the corner to Tristan Wren. Wren surveying his options. Entry pass down low and reaching over the back. Drawing the foul is Caleb Andrews. That's going to be Caleb's first, I believe. Relatively few whistles in this game. Only have 1 team foul apiece here in the second quarter. Hollingshead's out of the game. Hereford has a seat. Caleb Andrews has been subbed out as well. That was only Andrews' first foul. An alley-oop on the inbounds. Can't finish the bucket. Tigers trying to take advantage in transition with St. Clair. St. Clair driving in. It's called for the offensive foul. That's tough. It's only tough because not that there was a ton of contact there, but it did not look like the Douglas defender had his feet set prior to St. Clair getting in there. And I'm not sure if that's the same Bearcat who is now on the ground. On the floor is Colton Peterson. If that is number 10, that would be a big loss for the Douglas Bearcats. Generally their top scorer. Peterson is gingerly coming off of the floor, and he's going to have a seat regardless, but it doesn't look like he's too seriously injured, but it doesn't look like he's coming in very soon either. He's going to have a seat. I think it was Colton Peterson who drew that charge, as it was called on the floor. And I think he may have taken some contact where you don't want to take some contact. Under 4.5 to go. Leaning in now is Douglas after the offensive foul called on Lander. Empty possession, though, and the ball is come away with by Brenner Coleman. Got that, some of that second string, if you will, into the game for the Tigers. You got Romer. I think Heikley is out there. Extra pass down low. Now feedback up to Romer. And a travel is called against Romer as he had the ball tied up. The travel came first halfway through the second quarter. 21-18, Bearcats on top of the Tigers. Back to Douglas basketball. Top scorer for Douglas, Colton Peterson, just injured. He is back on the bench with his teammates. I'll get a foul on Andrews, I believe. Caleb Andrews picking up a couple of fouls in the last couple of minutes for the Tigers. That's his second on the game. We're still at 21-18. Bearcats on top with the basketball. 3:57 to go in the first half. Colin Roberts has it to Cap. Cap skips it into the lane. Now back up right side near the top of the key. Spinning down low is Moore. Moore had the ball blocked. Nice defensive play down low, but the ball stays with the Bearcats. This will be Moore. The pump fake and a drive from outside. Leans in. Shot won't go, and it is out of bounds to Douglas. Tigers have done a nice job in this game, fighting their way back in. They trailed by 10 at one point. We've been stuck at 21-18 for a while, but Lander back within a bucket. Douglas a little trouble on the inbound. It's nearly stolen away by Heiklea. Subs in for Douglas, but Peterson is not among them. He just is not having a great time from the looks of things on the bench right now. Donnie Taylor on the inbound for Douglas with 3:28 to go in the second. Still 21-18. Taylor hangs in the air and gets that one to go over a defender of Lander. Tigers now trailing by 5. Ball's knocked out of bounds, stays with the Tigers. Will be Lander basketball. Before Garrett Romer inbounds, he's been told by an official to tuck his shirt in, so he does that. And we are going to see Colton Peterson back into the game for Douglas. It's a good sign. I think he was injured taking that charge, as it was called on the floor. Not sure I love the call, but definitely good to see Peterson back into the game for Douglas. He is their top scorer, so you got to be reminded that he's the guy to keep your eye on. Official is discussing something at the scorers table. I'm not sure what we're looking at. Nothing's changed on that scoreboard except the clock for several minutes. Fouls look good. Score is now 23-18. I don't know what that holdup was, but we're ready to go. As Romer inbounds to Heiklea. Heiklea to Hollingshead. He's guarded there at the top of the key. Gives the ball off to Heiklea. He is fouled as he crosses over in the lane. That nice long break, as long as it took to get everything sorted out, whatever the official situation was with the scores table, gave Lander some time to catch their breath, so the Tigers get subs back in. Get McFadden back into the game. St. Clair is back. Hereford is back in. 3:04 to go in the second. Bearcats by 5. Lander on the inbound. St. Clair with the finish. 23-20. Douglas on top of Lander. A close game throughout. Biggest lead has been Douglas by 10. Lander fighting their way back in with 2:51 to go in the second quarter. Entry pass down low to Peterson, fresh back into the game, and he puts one in. So back to a 5-point lead. St. Clair driving in between 3 blue jerseys, so he'll kick out to Hereford. Hereford jumps in the lane, puts up a tough shot that won't go. Ball finds its way to a Tiger regardless, and then thrown away. Douglas trying to take advantage initially in transition. Now they'll slow things down. 2:22 to go in the second. Entry pass to Peterson. Gets by his defender but can't make the shot. A long pass down to Hereford, who finishes. Nice little run here for the Lander Tigers, now trailing by 3. 25-22, 2:05 to go in the first half on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Douglas across the timeline. Backing down is Donnie Taylor. He lost the handle briefly. Nice defense inside for the Tigers. Hereford is on the floor. And a jump ball gives possession arrow back to the Tigers. Coach Stu Mullins wanted a timeout, but the jump ball accomplishes the same thing. Romer is checked back in for Lander. Minute 50 on the second quarter clock. Tigers trailing by 3. Lander across the timeline. I think that's Andrews playing catch with Hollingshead. Now reset up to St. Clair up top of the key. Finn McFadden has it just to the right of him. Gets back to St. Clair, and now McFadden. Finn, left elbow. Back to Paxton Hollingshead, long three that won't go. He's got a couple in this game. That one wouldn't go for him. Gets his own long rebounds. Gives it up, gets it back, gets to Noah St. Clair. Might have been a travel, but was not called. Out of bounds regardless to Douglas. Right on pace for that low-scoring affair that we thought it might be. Got a whistle before the inbound once again, but it will be Douglas basketball. Bearcats on the inbound in the far corner with 1:15 to go in the second. Ball's tipped away in the backcourt. Douglas still yet to cross the timeline, in some trouble back there, and a 10-second call is called. So that defense was just good enough to tip the ball away a couple of times to get that 10 count. Turnover back to the Tigers. Good defense there for Lander. 1:07 on the second quarter clock. Hollingshead inbounds to Finn McFadden. McFadden has his opponent and the rest of the defense. Hands it back to St. Clair, gets it back. Finn, crossover in the lane. Pretty shot, won't go. And the defensive rebound is pulled down by Douglas. A foul in transition on Noah St. Clair. I think that's team foul number 4 on Lander. They had 1 to give. This will be an inbound for the Bearcats with 48 seconds remaining. Facing up his defenders, Peterson. Nice turnaround shot. Won't go, but Colton Peterson to the free throw line to shoot a couple. St. Clair already has 3 fouls. Peterson's first free throw won't go. I think St. Clair has to have a seat here. You're going to get Brenner Coleman into the game for him. Second free throw is good. 26-22, Douglas on top. 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here from Pinedale, first day of the Pinedale Winter Classic. Rematch of this Lander-Douglas matchup that went down to the wire. 2-point Lander win about a month ago. Hollingshead spins in the lane. That's a little bit too strong. Gets his own rebound, then gave it up. Douglas basketball with 23 seconds left in the half. Across the timeline with 15 seconds remaining. Looks like Douglas may want to line up something for one. Drive in here from the left side, turn around, pivot. Tough spin around shot, that's good. Lander with some time, 4 seconds, now 3, fed down the floor. Here's a 3 that's good if it goes, but it won't. Caleb Andrews missed the last shot for Lander, and we've come to halftime, 28-26 after 2 quarters. Recap this one, get you all set for quarter number 3 after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
Welcome back to Pinedale High School, the first day of the 2026 Pinedale Winter Classic. First action of the weekend for the Lander Tigers. They're on the short end of things right now. 28-22 is our halftime score. Douglas Bearcats on top of Landers. We bring you into the YDOT Buckle Up for Life halftime show. Brought to you by YDOT, reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Nice reminder from YDOT to buckle up every time, every ride. Lander Tigers lead early on in this game just a couple of times, and they trailed by as many as 10 points. They've done a nice job just to claw their way back in and not let this one get too far out of hand. Douglas Bearcats led mostly by Colton Peterson on the floor. He had to take a seat for a good, it's probably only 3 minutes of game time, actually, after taking a charge that was called on the floor, committed by Noah St. Clair. He was able to get back on the floor and was basically just as effective as he was for the Bearcats before the injury. And Lander, in the meantime, they've had streaks. They've had scoring streaks. Paxton Hollingshead hit a couple of threes. Noah St. Clair's getting some good looks down low, but just not that cohesive, especially tempo-wise, outing for the Tigers. Seems like Douglas has a much better idea of what to expect in this game as opposed to the first game. About a month ago, these two teams played in Lander to a 50-48 final score. Lander Tigers came out on top in that one. That was a big early season win for Lander because they had a tough weekend in that opening tournament. They would, in the weekend before, they lost to Thermopolis, defending 2A state champions, and they lost to Rollins, which I think took quite a few people by surprise. That was the very last game of the tournament. I believe Christmas break had already started. I think that was the Saturday after the last day of school. So whatever that was the first tournament. Regardless, whatever the narrative was, you can be sure that the Lander Tigers are not overlooking Rollins. They'll play them tomorrow at 3:30. And I think the same could be said for Douglas here in this game. Douglas losing that 2-point game to Lander. It was a physical game. It was an emotional game. Both benches getting emotional at times. And a low-scoring defensive affair, and that's exactly what we have here at this halftime of the rematch. Douglas has the upper hand at the moment, 2 quarters to go. 28-22 is our score. We'll come back, wrap up the Wide Out Buckle Up for Life halftime show, and get you going with quarter number 3 after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
All set for quarter number 3 from Pinedale. First day of the 2026 Pinedale Winter Classic. Douglas on top of Lander. Douglas basketball to start the third. This has been the Wide Out Buckle Up for Life halftime show, brought to you by Wide Out, reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. It's Colton Peterson traveling for Douglas on their first possession. So a turnover right away. See if Lander can get some cohesiveness going a little bit on offense. Just feels like a step or two off. Been some streaks, some good individual performances by the Tigers, just not their themselves in terms of playing as a unit, I guess. Hollingshead let go 3. Nice offensive rebound down low. Finn McFadden, Euro step in the lane. That one's good. Nice move from Finn to get Lander back within 4. Just underway in the third quarter. 28-24 Douglas on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Bearcats trying their offense from the left corner. Skip to Peterson. Peterson jumps in the lane. Ball is stolen away and a very late whistle. Very late whistle on St. Clair, of all people, and he's the only Tiger in foul trouble. I think that's number 4 on Noah. He's not on the floor, though. They must have meant 23, which is Hollingshead. So that's some good news. First free throw is good from Peterson. Yeah, the indication was 23, not 22. So that's only Pax's first foul. First team foul for the Tigers. Second free throw from Peterson is no good, and the Tigers able to save the rebound from going out of bounds. Lander basketball, minute gone by in the third quarter. Romer weaving up top. Gives the ball to his right. Leaning in for a good-looking shot, but it won't go, is Caleb Andrews, and we're still at 29-24. Douglas basketball now. Peterson's wide open in the lane. They find him down there. Shot off the glass, turnaround no good. Douglas is there for the rebound. That's travel as the rebounding Bearcat, who was Colin Roberts, fell to the floor without dribbling. Second travel turnover back to Lander here in the third quarter. Still 6:38 to go. 29-24 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Tigers obviously right in this game, but have trailed throughout most of it. Trailing by as many as 10 at one point. Doing a nice job to fight back into this one. Andrews passes to his right. Darian Herford. Herford gives it, gets it back. ISO at the top of the key. We'll give to Finn McFadden now. Finn with a crossover, be on the left elbow. Finn drops the ball in the lane. It's tipped out, but Pax is there to recover it. Hollingshead in the lane with a runner that's no good. Points have been in a premium in this one. We kind of expected that. Here's a 3 for Douglas from the top of the key that's no good. Bearcats come down with the offensive rebounds. Entry pass to Peterson, who missed the dunk as his defender had gone by him. There's a 3 off of the long rebound. That's also no good. Peterson missed the flush, giving up 2 free points. And at the other end, the Tigers have a layup. Tigers back within 3. Peterson had that one alley-oop dunk, which is a harder play than the one he just missed. That might have been going through his head as he tried to attempt that dunk and missed it. Long 3 is no good. Long rebound to the Tigers. In transition, there's a floater, and Lander has a little momentum. Douglas is going to have to take a timeout. 29-28. Bearcats still on top, but the Lander Tigers are surging. Back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Your home for Lander Tiger basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Yeah, this is a little more like it. Lander Tigers are still trailing by a point, but you're seeing the Lander team playing with a lot more togetherness. Cohesion might be a better word. They just seem to be a lot more on the same page here in the second half. 5:11 to go in the third quarter, but it is Douglas basketball. Long 2 from the left side is good. Those are big points for the Bearcats. Lander trailing by 3. Break some of that Lander momentum a little bit. We'll see if it works. There's a drive into the lane. That's good. He's blowing right by his defender. Was that McFadden or Andrews? Missed the score. The feed into the right corner for Douglas. And now a steal for the Tigers. Have a chance to take their first lead since the first quarter on this possession. That is Caleb Andrews, who gives the ball up high, top of the key to McFadden. McFadden Into the corner. Now Pax gives it back to Andrews, and there's a skip to the right side. That's Hereford to Hollingshead for three. He's got a couple of those in this game, but that one missed everything. Save attempt by Romer, but it's right back to Douglas with 4:21 to go in the third. Douglas Bearcats by one. Three is no good. Rebound is tipped back to Douglas. So possession continues for the Bearcats. Driving in with a bounce pass, left block, and now a kick out, left side out. Nice set defense here by the Tigers. Penetration inside, though. And the Bearcats get a layup to go and one. See who they tag for the foul there for the Tigers. It's going to be team foul number 2 for Lander. And the foul was on Caleb Andrews, only his first. Chance to make it a 4-point game from the free throw line. A couple of subs in for the Tigers. Hikely is back into the game. Nolan Post is in. And after a brief rest, Colton Peterson comes back in for the Bearcats. Number 10, their top scorer. Halfway through the third. Bonus free throw is good for a 4-point Douglas lead. I think we're in for a fun finish in this one as well. Not unexpected between these two teams. About a month ago, it was a 50-48 win by the Tigers at home. That's blocked by Peterson down low. A jump ball is called as St. Clair came down with a rebound and tried to put a shot back up. Apparently it was tied up in midair. So the possession arrow is back to the Tigers. Lander still trailing by 4. 3:46 to go in the third. Trouble on the inbound, so they'll lob it long to Caleb Andrews. Hiklia diving in, right elbow, kicks out to his right. Post had it, top of the key, dribbles in, right elbow, picks up his dribble. Now outside to Hiklia. Now Caleb Andrews, left side outside to the left elbow. He'll skip to the right side. That's a long three from there. That's no good. I think that was Post. And I want to say I've seen him hit a couple of those in pre-Christmas break tournament play. Hollingshead is checked back into the game for the Tigers with 3:24 to go in the third. He's in for Finn, so McFadden has a seat. Douglas basketball up by 4. Operate their offense from the top of the key with Roberts. Entry pass down low to Peterson. Peterson able to get that one in. I think he's done trying to dunk for the day after missing the last one, but he's still very effective under the glass there. This will be a 3 from Andrews. Caleb can't get that one to go, and the rebound is pulled down by Douglas. Now a 6-point Bearcat lead. Douglas with the basketball. Under 3 to go in the third. Here's a 3 right side outside in front of the Douglas bench that won't go. It is briefly saved by Douglas, but now Lander with a transition opportunity. Post with the extra pass. Romer finishes. 36-32. Tigers hanging in with 2:35 to go in the third quarter from Pinedale. First of 3 games Lander plays this weekend. So try a 3 from the top of the key for Will Douglas. That shot's no good. Long rebound is pulled in by St. Clair. Glen Rock at 9:30 tomorrow morning. A rematch with Rollins at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. The remaining games. Hollingshead for 3. A timeout before the shot was called by head coach Finn McFadden. Head coach Stu Mullins. He's using his first timeout. We'll step aside and come back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Watch Tiger and Lady Tiger varsity games all season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Out of the Lander timeout, Tiger basketball. And Coach Stu Mullins not liking the look of the last offensive sequence, so they're going to run this play from the left side out to the right side. Now swung back left to Heiklea. Heiklea gives up to his right. St. Clair streaking across the lane. Instead, it's bounce pass to post, I think. Heiklea has it, saves it from going out of bounds. Shot clock violation by the Tigers. I don't think Lander was aware at all of the shot clock situation because there was a timeout in there. So that's Lander's first ever shot clock violation as a program. Shot clock being installed in tournament play so far this year as Douglas hits a three from the right corner. It's not a fun bit of history there, but it is some history, I guess. Entry pass down low to Pax is knocked out of bounds, but it's back to the Tigers. Haven't seen that shot clock when it's been used in these tournament games factor in a whole lot at all. But it did, obviously, there for the Tigers. Heiklea gives up to his right. Tigers in a minute 25 remaining. St. Clair is blocked out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers with 20 seconds still remaining on that shot clock and a minute 23 to go. 39-32 Bearcats on top of Lander in Pinedale at the Winter Classic. Third quarter action. Lander fighting their way back in, currently trailing by 7. Had this game to within a bucket several times. Pass into Hollingshead, who draws a foul. This will be the first Douglas foul of the quarter. Minute 20 to go in the third. Relatively few whistles at all in this game, especially in that first half. Hollingshead had the ball, gave it to Romer. Romer dished out top of the key. Here's St. Clair driving in from the left side. Spin move down there, picks up his dribble. Needs some help. Bounce pass to Finn McFadden, who's back in. This is Darian Herford, top of the key, to his right. I think that's Romer driving in. Leans, turnaround in the lane. Big bucket for the Tigers. 39-34 after that long offensive sequence. Now a turnover, steal, and a block. There's a Tiger there to collect the remains. Takes a mid-range two that's no good, and a foul coming in on the rebound. I hope they didn't get St. Clair. I think they might have. That's going to be number 4 on Noah. Oof. They did. That's Noah St. Clair's 4th foul. So Hollingshead's going to come back into the game for him. 47 seconds left here in the third. Douglas gets a sub in as well. Physicality picking up a little bit in that second quarter and now here in the third. Douglas across the timeline, holding on to a 5-point lead. Give and go. The layup, right hand from the left side. That's no good. Offensive rebound is pulled down. Turnaround in the lane for Peterson. That's good. 41-34. Douglas on top. Lander with 28 seconds remaining in the quarter. Hollingshead down deep on the right block. Kicks out for a three on the right side. That is good. Big three ball for the Tigers. That was Darian Herford, who draws the offensive foul. Let's have a look at this on the Gambles replay. So he makes a three, and then defensively, look at this effort right in front of the Douglas bench. Works to get his feet set just across the timeline, drawing the foul. Official was right there to make the call. Nice individual sequence there from Herford. In about 5 seconds, a three-pointer and a drawn charge. 41-37 after the Darien three. And Lander has the basketball. He's going to try again from long range. That's no good. Rebound goes away to Douglas. Peterson in transition with 4 seconds to go. 3 in the corner, that's no good. A whistle with 0.9 seconds left. An offensive foul against Douglas, but they're just not going to have a whole lot of time to do anything. The clock, if it matters, should probably be at about 1.7, but it's at 0.9, and they're not going to fix it. So a long shot, football pass down the floor that won't go, brings an end to the third quarter. Landers right there in this game with Douglas. Back for quarter number 4 next on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit wyomingeyes.net to learn more.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Lander basketball is on the air. With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
Should be a doozy here in the fourth quarter. Douglas with the basketball, leading the Tigers 41-37. Peterson, after the entry pass down low, makes it 43-37. Tigers down the floor with Romer. Back to Finn McFadden. Finn gives it to Romer. Gave up a three. Instead drives in. Hangs with the right hand. Some contact and a late whistle, but they got the call. Not sure they were going to, but Peterson picks up a foul. High score for the Douglas Bearcats now is 3 on him. And it was a shooting foul, so Garrett Romer with a couple of free throws on the way. He had an open look at a 3. Probably the lower percentage play is to try to drive in there amongst the trees. But he drew the foul and made the first free throw. One more coming from Romer. That is good as well. It's 43-39. Bearcats on top. They have the ball back. 7:34 to go in regulation. Across the timeline go the Bearcats. And driving in, passing off a screen is Taylor. Some contact there. No call on the offensive foul. And Douglas able to finish the play. 45-39 Bearcats. Finn McFadden on a pass from Pax. Hands off to Herford. Trouble with the handle inside, and it's now turned over back to Douglas in transition. The layup is good. Douglas on a run. We got a foul on top of that. Andrews picks up a foul for the Tigers. So the bucket's going to count. You got a free throw coming. 47-39 currently, pending the free throw. Bonus free throw is no good. Lander able to come away with a rebound, and a travel is called on Hollingshead. Oof, quick turnover back to Douglas. Kind of an unforced error there. Pack's relatively uncontested. Just getting the ball up the floor with a pass and walked first. 7-minute mark, Douglas with the inbound. Start on the right side for a three from there. That is no good. Lander is there for the rebound, but they lost the handle out of bounds, so it remains Bearcat basketball. Stu Mullins especially frustrated with that. You got two guys right there. Neither of them comes away with it, and it goes out of bounds. Off a screen, three from the top of the key. That is no good. Might have been partially blocked, and there's a foul on Lander down low. I think they got Andrews again. Nope. It might have been Pax. Second team foul for the Tigers, second for Paxton Hollingshead. Bearcats on top by 8, and they have the ball. 6:50 to go in the fourth. Inbound is tipped away and stolen by Finn McFadden. Beautiful play. Finn hangs to finish and gets it to go. Good steal. Good defensive play and a good finish at the other end. McFadden has the lead down to 6. Douglas with the basketball. We got an offensive foul that's drawn again by the Tigers. That was Herford, I think, who was planted there. So he had been contacted earlier in that sequence, and he wasn't quite ready for it. There was no whistle, and so Darian said, I'll just set my feet this time and fall to the ground, and he did. Got the offensive foul on the second kind of shoulder bump in there. So Darian Herford has drawn 2 really key charge calls for the Tigers on defense. See if Lander can add points to that. It's Darian Herford. Paxton Hollingshead, left side out, drives to about the free throw line, gives it up. Finn McFadden hesitates in the lane. Back to Darian Herford. Darian pass up way high to Andrews. There's Hollingshead for 3. Paxton Hollingshead from downtown with a big bucket for the Tigers. 47-44. Back to a one-possession game. Douglas on top with the basketball. And pass into the right corner. Driving in for the layup. It's no good. Peterson's there on the rebound, though. Puts it back in. Timeout taken by Douglas after that sequence. We'll take it with him. Back right after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Discover personalized banking at Central Bank and Trust. We offer personal and business banking tailored to your needs. Enjoy the convenience of our online banking platform, whether managing accounts, applying for mortgages, or going paperless. With branches across Fremont County, we provide drive-through and lobby services. Experience simpler applications for mortgages and loans, all from your computer or mobile device. Connect with us at centralbanktrust.com.
Watch today's games on the County 10 YouTube channel or catch radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Lander Tigers trailing Douglas by 5 in Pinedale here at the Winter Classic. Game 1 for the Tigers of 3 on the weekend. This is a rematch in which Lander won the first game by 2. They've trailed throughout most of this one, but they fought their way back in. Hollingshead underneath, had the extra pass stolen away, so it's back to Douglas with 5:37 to go in the fourth. Bearcat basketball up by 5. Start the offense near the top of the key. Now the entry pass down low to Colton Peterson. Guarded by Hollingshead. Puts the ball in. He's a tough defensive assignment. Is number 10 in blue. So 51-44. Douglas still on top. And Douglas with a steal. They have numbers if they hurry the other way. Lander trying to get back on defense. Instead, it's going to be a foul on Finn McFadden. I think that's a good foul on Finn. Make him earn that from the free throw line. That was going to be an easy layup. Third team foul for the Tigers, and it's only Finn's second, so a couple of free throws on the way. First one is good. Back, front, and in. And the second would make it a 9-point lead for the Bearcats. Second free throw is no good. Offensive rebound for Douglas. They'll reset their offense. Pass in the left corner for 3. That's good. Oof. Now it's 11. Game high 11-point lead. Tigers want a timeout. Timeout by the Tiger bench. We'll take it with them back after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Your home for Lander Tiger basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tigers on the inbound after their timeout. They now trail Douglas by 11. Here's Pax for 3. That's no good. He's got 3 of those, I think, in this game, but couldn't get that one to go. Douglas in transition with a layup. Getting a little bit out of hand for the Tigers. Still some time, 4:47 to go. They got to get some offense going, get some rebounding on that defensive side. There's Noah St. Clair, pumps in the lane and drops it in. There's a good start. Noah St. Clair with a hesitation move and then finishes the play. Now you get some pressure for the first time from the Tigers. It's broken by Douglas before a trap can be set up. They'll feed into the right corner. Now entry pass to Peterson, guarded there by Hollingshead. Peterson turns around, tough angle shot, won't go. Rebound is come away with by Douglas. Second shot won't go, and a foul is called on Peterson. It might be number 4 on him. Let me double check that. It was not called on Peterson, actually. They got Karsten Moore. That's his first for Douglas. But Lander with the basketball back. Start their offense from the top of the key. Now feed the ball into the right side. Finn McFadden, way up by the logo. It's to Hollingshead. Entry pass to St. Clair. Left elbow turnaround. Oof, no good. And the rebound is pulled away by Douglas. And a foul against Lander on the reach-in. That's team foul number 4. It's also Andrews' 4th. But he'll stay in the game. It's an 11-point Bearcat lead here in Pinedale with under 4 to go in the 4th quarter. Bearcats have the basketball. It's Peterson up top for Douglas. Peterson with a handoff. Ball to the top of the key. Now left side out. They'll cycle that motion offense back up top. Now the entry pass to Colton Peterson down low. Had that one blocked. That's Caleb Andrews with a clean block and then thrown ahead by Lander to Noah St. Clair. Nearly lost the handle. In fact, he did travel. Lander trying to get transition points, obviously, in a hurry. A little bit too quick down the floor that time. Another Tiger turnover. There's going to be plenty to build on from this one, regardless of the outcome for the Tigers with the remaining 2 games in this tournament. The trick is, even if you do lose this one, don't let it kind of poison the whole weekend. You got Glen Rock tomorrow and a very good Rollins team that's already beaten you this year tomorrow afternoon. Douglas on the inbound. Feeds into the left corner with 3:23 to go. May as well take some time off the clock for the Bearcats now. Ball's in the right corner to Colton Peterson. Give and go. Shot from just outside the right paint is good. 59-46 Tiger advantage. Lander sets up their offense with Caleb Andrews. Back up top to Finn. McFadden drives in. Hangs with the right hand. Pretty shot won't go. And Peterson's there for the rebound for Douglas. Here comes Douglas in transition with a layup. This one's gotten away from the Tigers a little bit. 61-46 with 2:45 to go in the 4th. Finn to Pax. Andrews back to Finn. There's Hollingshead open 3. That one nearly went down as well. Andrews can't come away with a rebound, but it's tipped out to St. Clair. So stays Tiger basketball, under 2.5 to go. Hollingshead, skip pass over to Hereford. Hereford back to Pax, extra pass into the corner, now back up top to Finn McFadden. Here's a 3 for Darian Hereford from the left side that's no good. Darian comes away with a long rebound, drives in, puts up a shot, won't go. It's tipped out to another Tiger. Andrews leans in and gets that to go. Timeout taken by the Tigers immediately. We'll take it with them back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
I'm John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, John Shade, with Edward Jones, is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers and University of Wyoming on this station, 1330 KOVE. Call me today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Life happens, and sometimes it leaves a dent. At Northside Body Shop in Lander, we meet by accident, but we fix your vehicle with purpose. From minor dings to major collision repair, our expert team gets you back on the road and brings your car back to its original beauty. Trust the specialists who treat every vehicle like a classic. Northside Body Shop. Come see us at 323 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Watch today's games on the County 10 YouTube channel or catch radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Back here at Pinedale for the Winter Classic. First game on the Tigers' schedule for the weekend. They trail to the Douglas Bearcats 61-48 with 2:06 remaining in the game. Head coach Stu Mullins taking a timeout for Lander, and so it's Douglas basketball. They'll throw it away in transition. See how quickly Lander can get points of any kind here. Doesn't necessarily have to be a three, but every possession now critical as we're under 2 minutes to go. Andrews gave up a shot. Ball finds its way to St. Clair down low, and a foul. Reach in. It's called on Douglas. I think that's team foul number 4 on the Bearcats. So both teams without fouls to give for the remainder. Lander basketball inbounding under their own basket. Tough pass into Pax. It's saved by St. Clair, and then he lost it. Douglas in transition the other way. Bounce pass, left side out. Bearcats every intention of taking some time, you would think, here off of the clock with 1:36 left to go, and a foul is committed by St. Clair. He is fouled out of the game. Taking one for the team there, fouling out so that the clock could be stopped. And Romer's going to come in for Noah. 1:36 to go. Double bonus free throws for Douglas. First of 2 is no good. 61-48 following the second free throw. Again, there will be 1:36 on the clock. Second free throw is also no good. Offensive rebound and the putback by Peterson. Timeout taken by Douglas. Go ahead and take it with him. Back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Watch Tiger and Lady Tiger varsity games all season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Tigers inbound with 1:32 remaining in the game. They trail Douglas 63-48 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Tigers starting their offense down low. This will be Herford for 3. Darian Herford with a pretty shot from downtown. Narrows the margin to 12 and a jump ball. A foul is called against the Tigers. So we've got double bonus free throws. Yes, the Tigers have been without fouls to give for the last 2 now. Andrews picking up the foul. Be back on the air from the middle school across the street for Lander and Glen Rock tomorrow morning, 9:30. Scheduled start time for that one. Hope you can join us for that, and if not, whether it's the playoffs on in the background, whatever it is for you this weekend, your sports watching and listening plans, that Lander-Rollins rematch tomorrow should be a lot of fun. Rollins came into Lander and I think really surprised the Tigers for their second loss of the season at that point. And to date, this would be loss number 3 for Lander if the score holds. You can tell the Bearcats had this one circled. Came out a lot more ready for what Lander was trying to do in that first game that the Tigers were able to win by 2 points. May not be the last time this season that these two teams see each other, though. If you get into March, 3 from the top of the key is no good. Quick foul on the rebound. So foul on Douglas. So Lander's got a couple of free throws on the way. They're also in the bonus. That first free throw rolls in. I think that's Hikely at the free throw line. Makes the score 65-52 with 1:07 remaining. Hikely has got one more. That's good. Lead is back down to 12. Douglas on the inbounds. Lander reaching in, trying to foul, and a double dribble is called first. Kind of a break for the Tigers. I think they were trying to foul for time, and I think they did foul twice, but the double dribble was called instead. So a turnover back to the Tigers. This will be a 3 for Lander from the right side, but it's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Bearcats. Lander fouls for time again. 56 seconds remaining in the fourth. A couple of free throws on the way for the Bearcats. Douglas sending Caden Kapler Jr. to the line. Handful of seniors for this Douglas team, 3, maybe 4, as you look down the roster. Tigers also in a similar situation. A lot of talented juniors that will be back next year. First free throw, by the way, was good. Second one is not. Bearcats get a steal on the ensuing inbound, then throw the ball away, but a foul is called away from the ball as it traveled out of bounds. That was going to be a turnover to Lander, and a foul was called instead on the Tigers. So more free throws coming for Douglas with 51.7 on the fourth quarter clock. Seemed to be defensive rebounding in this game more than anything the issue for the Tigers. First free throw is no good. Did seem like they were a little bit out of sync. That's going to happen from night to night. It was the defensive rebounding, and just some of that was bad bounces. But there were a couple of situations when the Tigers had to couple 2-3 guys down low, and the ball somehow ends up going out of bounds on the defensive rebound. Timeout was taken by Douglas. We'll take another timeout with him back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Lander Tigers following the timeout will try a 3 from Paxton Hollingshead. That shot is no good. Rebound fought for. Hereford puts up a desperation 3. That one also doesn't go. There's another offensive board, though, as Hikely puts up a 3. That one also won't go. It's been that kind of night for the Tigers with 32 seconds remaining in the fourth. Douglas playing keep away, and it looks like the Tigers are done fouling for time. 67-53 on the scoreboard right now, 20 seconds remaining. Douglas does not have to shoot the ball if they don't want to. Dribbling toward the top of the key and now passing right side outside. Douglas Bearcats get their redemption from a 2-point victory that Lander had against him a couple of weeks ago. Douglas, in the first game of the Pinedale Classic over Lander, 67-53 is your final score. Now the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show coming your way next. If we're able to get thoughts from head coach Stu Mullins, we will do that. Recap this one, get you ready for the weekend. Coming up next here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, And when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Watch today's games on the County 10 YouTube channel or catch radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Back here in Pinedale for one more time, at least one more time today, as we have just gotten started with the Pinedale Winter Classic. Fun tournaments every year, kind of the last gasp of the statewide tournaments throughout the states. And Pinedale always puts on an excellent basketball tournaments, alternating between boys and girls every year. The boys are in Pinedale this year. We've got 2 more games left here on the weekend, but going to have to get back on the horse. After falling to Douglas, 67-53 is your final score. Welcome back to the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show. Brought to you by Bailey Tire and Auto, proud to support local athletes. Full-service tire and auto shops at 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. We'll get you a Health Source Chiropractic play of the game here momentarily, but we're going to be joined by head boys basketball coach Stu Mullins following his team's 3rd loss of the season. Making his way up here right now. Coach, thanks for joining us. Obviously, tough loss. This was one of those where just seemed wrong from the get-go. Offensively wasn't gelling quite right. If I had to pick one thing, maybe defensive rebounding, but it just wasn't the same game that we've seen from you guys so far this season.
Yeah, for sure. And, there's going to be fits and starts, and credit them. I mean, they were extremely motivated coming in, and they're a great team. Yeah. They have the pieces, and, it's not as easy as just going to double 10 because they can all shoot it. And, so we had to play our best and really try to harass them in the full court. And we had, I was just proud of the kids. Like, we took that 17-9 deficit going into the second and battled right back and then did it again. And, just that little stretch there at the beginning of the 4th quarter kind of got away from us a little bit, and some long rebounds, and they got some layups and threes, and just a really good game to learn from.
Just getting going here in Pinedale this weekend. We have Glen Rock tomorrow morning, 9:30 start time. The Rollins game is tomorrow at 3:30. You've been in this situation before, obviously. Is it tough to have this one game on the first day, and you happen to lose that game, and you got to get, especially an early morning game at 9:30 tomorrow, got to get right back on the horse?
Yeah, I think kids want to just get up and play, so I don't think it's going to be a huge thing. It'll just making sure that we bring our energy and be ready to go. And this makeup, the team of this makeup, I mean, they're going to get right back. I mean, they knew the team that they were playing today, and they competed, and we just had, foul trouble and all those things, and you had mentioned it as far as just rhythm on offense was just a little off. And we're going to see more zone, because teams really struggle to guard us man-to-man just with our speed and athleticism. And so we've got to get better at it. And, we attacked it okay at times, but we can't rely so much on the three-pointer. We've got to get it inside and find some cutters. And so, every team is going to teach us something new, and we'll definitely be better for it.
I know that you said earlier this week you have not coached against Glen Rock, tomorrow morning's opponent. And then have the boys been excited about another shot at Rollins at all?
For sure, yep. I mean, we're focused only on Glen Rock at this point, but we came into this tournament with different motivations, and they're a good team. They beat Lyman today, and they'll play hard and they'll play with us, and so we've got to make sure that we take care of ourselves and put our best foot forward in both games. But I would be lying if I wasn't saying the boys are excited to play them in the afternoon.
All right, so 9:30 and 3:30, we'll have both games for you, Coach. Thanks for the time. Thanks for coming up.
Yep, no problem.
Here's head coach Stu Mullins, Lander Valley boys basketball head coach, after a 67-53 defeat. That's only Lander's third loss of the season. They're going to play that Rollins team that handed them one of those 3 losses tomorrow afternoon. Promised you a Health Source Chiropractic play of the game. Let's go back in our replay archives. There are several to choose from. This came in the third quarter. And I'm going to take a defensive play. This is Darian Herford, after he made a 3, drawing a charge. He actually drew, I think, 2 of those, if not 3, in this game. So there were moments, as you heard Coach say, there were moments of good defense. There were just too many more moments of a little bit off on offense, and then defensive rebounding was a little bit of a tricky thing for the Tigers here tonight. Sometimes you got 2 or 3 guys under the basket, and the ball just bounces in a weird way, and that happened a couple of too many times to the Tigers. And then Douglas pulling away at the end. That's your Health Source Chiropractic play of the game, brought to you by Health Source Chiropractic, Fremont County's only sports-certified chiropractic clinic. Stay in the game with a $10 new patient special for students, athletes. All right, tournament coverage continues bright and early tomorrow morning. We have a 9:30 tip-off against Glen Rock, and then we've got 3:30 for that Rollins rematch. So we'll have both games, 9:30 and 3:30 scheduled start times for you on the radio and on county10.com and the YouTube channel. So until then, we'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Have a great Friday night.